What's going on? Welcome back to Financial Journey. So today we're going to talk to you about NIO. I want to give you a quick overview of some of the current data points, break it down on what's been coming out associated to the company itself, and go over everything else you need to know. But first, make sure to hit that thumbs up. And with that, let's get right to it. So starting off, NIO is up 0.56%, roughly 5 minutes left in the trading day, $6.30 the high and $6.03 the low. So a very nice recovery. I want to go over the 2 points that's really prompting this kind of recovery in NIO and just a lot of other stocks. An interesting point, I actually did include NIO in my pre-market video under my other channel, Trending Stocks, only because I believe at the time it was like the 5th most traded stock pre-market. So a lot of signs were pointing to more of a technical breakdown similar to Tesla, but luckily enough, like I said, 2 things did come out. No official news though, so no SEC filings, no press releases, nothing like that. So again, there was this. So a lot of expectation for this upcoming week. I think in general, China knows that the market wants a larger stimulus. And so yeah, based on this, it does show that big money is really rushing into Chinese stocks and ADRs because of a potential new stimulus announcement. So yeah, honestly, it's kind of good, although you don't really see that occurring with NIO as much as you would have anticipated, but 39.7 million shares have been traded, 87 is the average. So kind of low volume, and the 2 transactions occurring on the secondary market above $100,000 are both sells, similar to yesterday. So once again, it's not really kind of portraying this, but if algos are feeding off of this information, then of course that's why you're seeing it move higher. Aside from that, there is actually one other thing that did come out associated to NIO, and that is here. So a new analyst rating. So it was just announced today, $7.20 price target, HSBC by this individual, Yuang. I butchered their name, but anyways, 26% success rating. But anyone covering EVs has a absolute horrible rating, as you can kind of see, 44, 38, 44. So it's, you might as well just flip a coin. But nonetheless though, $7.20. And aside from that, you had $8.90, $6.10, $8. So all of which are signaling that NIO is at a very deep discount. And I think generally a lot of people knew that. But aside from that though, just to give you guys a quick overview, the Elliott Wave technicals, I'll give you guys an update on that. So on a side note, this is IBKR. So if you're looking for a lot of good free information, I have a link to this in the description below for you to kind of take advantage of. But right now, as long as it is above that pivot point of $5.25, then it is anticipated to get between that kind of the low 8s to the high 8s. So still, even though it's consolidated a little bit, it's not down and out. But moving on, I'll give you guys a quick overview of some data points, starting off with shorts. Right now, shorts are returning 724,000 shares. So in my opinion, that's also another attributing factor why it is going up. On a side note, in case you guys do not know, by shorts returning, that does mean that they are buying. So again, adds buying pressure. So right now, 12.62% of the free float is being shorted. Works out to be 168.49 million shares overall are being shorted. Cost to borrow average 3.13. Utilization is 93.07. And then short score is 74.21. Looking at the options, kind of low dollar value, but then again, it's kind of matching the common stock, if that makes sense. But 3.66 million in calls, 1.44 million in puts. 49% of all the options being done today, though, are rather bearish. So not the best in general. So you can kind of see this. This is the bull/bear volume. So as it was kind of stuck in limbo around here, around the, looks like 616 range, a lot of bullishness there. But aside from that, it did break above that. And so far it's doing fairly well in the last 1 or 2 minutes in the trading day. But right now, these are all the call options that are being purchased. So a hell of a lot of optimism for next week, even as high as $8. Once again, a lot of people are really assuming that more transparency or just new stimulus is going to come out this weekend and propel a lot of stocks higher. So FOMO 2.0, if you want to call it that, but that's very resemblant based on here. So if you guys are part of this group right here that have been buying options, let me know your thoughts. The puts, though, this is what is very optimistic about NIO, because even the bears anticipate it to be kind of below roughly 650 to 6, so basically where it's at. So there's a lot more upside anticipated rather than anything. And with today being Friday, and it looks like the market just closed, and it closed at exactly $6.24. So with it closing at $6.24, that does mean everything above this 6 or below this 6 is going to be in the money. So 8,000 at that $6 strike price, 5,000 at the 550, 3,000 at 5, and then 3,000 at 450. Market makers are going to have to cover that, so that could obviously aid in a nice bump up on Monday. But as of right now, with it at, obviously once this does refresh, 6 and change, obviously it is above this pivot point. So that's a key takeaway, especially one point to watch for going into the next several trading days is this pivot of $6.12. So really watch for that. Flip side, 755 and then 843 are going to be the next strong resistance / targets. So if news does drop over the weekend, then this is where you could see a very aggressive bump up in the stock price, and there's a lot more room again to really go up. This is also the second consecutive day it bouncing off of this pivot. So normally what should happen is more consolidation for the upside. So again, another data point to really signal more upside coming. NIO though, it was able to fight for its life and stay in the higher percentile. Stochastic, because of all this crap that's been happening, it really did reset the technicals. So it is at 41. So very much neutral, not overbought anymore. And number of retail investors didn't really do all that much. But then again, retail regrettably is very late to the game. So as NIO was really gaining some good momentum and pushing higher, as you can kind of see, they were always lagging. So that's what obviously retail does typically, always just lags the data. And so yeah, like I said, based on all the data right now, options is signaling a nice boost going into next week. Shorts returning is always a very strong positive. Technicals, in my opinion, it bouncing off of that pivot point is very much a-okay. So yeah, let me know you guys' thoughts on that. What's your viewpoint on this new analyst rating, or even just the Elliott Wave technicals, which is projecting for it to hit that $8 range, which is very similar to the options as well. So yeah, let me know you guys' thoughts. One final thing I just wanted to share with you though, I did launch a new level 4 membership. So if you like my NIO content and want to support the channel, definitely consider joining as a member. And then point number 2, take advantage of this promo. It is giving you 5 free stocks. Each stock is valued up to $2,000. So this is a very kick-ass deal. So you must take advantage of that. Link in the description below and also the comments to both this and also my memberships. With all that said, appreciate all of you guys watching.